Hello, my name is Courtney Miles, and this is my inquiry, and it is called The Bounce Back. The purpose of this inquiry was strictly because I love bouncy balls, and they're fun, and they can provide you many hours of entertainment, just some way to busy yourself during the day. So I wanted to know if there was a way to predict how to buy the best bouncy balls and find, if there's a certain quality that I can automatically look at and say that bouncy ball is the best. So my null hypothesis would be that there is no statistical difference in the diameter of the balls and the bounciness of the balls. And my alternate hypothesis would be the biggest ball would have the most bounciness. So I chose 4 balls for this experiment. I had the biggest one at 4.2 inches and the smallest one at 1.3 inches. I also had a tennis ball and a golf ball. And in order to keep up with them throughout the project, I just used the different colors. So I'll refer to the biggest ball by orange and the smallest one by white, and the in-betweens by pink and green. And to do this project, I dropped the balls from a height of 5 feet, and I timed to see how long they bounce. When they stop bouncing, I stopped the timer. In order to complete this project, I had to define some bounds, like what I meant by bounciness. Now, bounciness was how long it takes for the ball to stop bouncing. I start the time watch when I dropped the ball, and I stopped it when it stopped bouncing and stopped making noise. I have a short video to show you exactly what I meant by that. It happens really quick, so you have to pay attention to what you're doing. And most of these trials I had to do multiple times. I dropped it from a short distance in the video just to show you what exactly I meant by stop bouncing. So with this video, I would say that the white ball had more bounciness because it bounced for longer than the green ball. I did 10 trials for each ball, and I recorded how long it took for each one to stop bouncing after I dropped it. And the orange ball, the average is about 9.5 seconds. And the orange ball, I had to actually do about 25 trials because I had to try to bounce it without it being obstructed by anything, like hitting a wall or hitting the floor or hitting my bathtub, since I did this project in my bathroom. The other balls, it was much easier, and I could do just 10 trials. The orange ball, I had to throw out a lot of the trials because it would hit a cabinet or it hit me, so the bounciness was affected. But yeah, the orange ball bounced the longest, and the white ball was second, and the pink and green ball had barely any bounce in them at all. So first I did an ANOVA test to see if there was any significance anywhere. And according to my critical values, my F critical was 2.8 and my F is 504. And since this is much bigger than my F critical, that means that there is some significance. So I had to run a series of t-tests. Now, I ran my t-test against all of them, and my p-value was 0.05, so if it was less than that, then it was significant, and more than that, it was insignificant. So, all the relationships, except for one of them between the orange and the white, were significant. This one was insignificant. So, I would say I failed to accept the null hypothesis for the orange versus green, the orange versus pink, pink versus white, the green versus white, and the pink versus green, because their t-test p-values were much lower than 0.05. And then I would accept the null hypothesis for orange versus white because there was no significance in their diameter versus their bounciness, because they bounced about the same, which was a really long time. Potential errors for this project were in dropping the ball from the exact same height. I marked my wall at 5 feet, and I tried to bounce it from the same height, but of course I'm human, so I might have been, a little below the line or a little above the line. It shouldn't cause a lot of error because I did a lot of trials, but it's still something you should consider. And when I measured the diameter, I could have been a little off. It's not very exact because I didn't cut the balls in half and actually measure them. I kind of just measured around the circumference and then did the math. So, yeah, there could be some error in there. And last but not least, is it really that diameter that's causing the effect? Because, the orange and the white ball had the biggest and smallest diameters but had the same bounciness. But in the other trials, it was a significant difference. So maybe it wasn't the diameter that is affecting the balls. It could be the mass or the circumference or what it's made of or whether it's hollow or not. All of these are potential factors in this test exactly. I couldn't find all the balls were the same except for that diameter. So in the end, it turned out pretty well. But as far as I'm concerned, there's probably not a good diameter is not a great predictor in buying your bouncy balls. Well, thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, just email me.